Let's talk about skill set for a second. Skill set is one of those we have a lot of knowledge around, we have a lot of wisdom around, we have a lot of examples around. The best, clearest example, well, it may not be my favorite example, is college. We all know, or we're all told, that when we leave high school, you have the option. You can go to a trade school and get a particular set of skill sets. You can go to college and get a particular set of skill sets. And that we still need refinement in these skill sets. And some irony within the K through 12 system is that you leave high school with a very generic set of skill sets, not a specialized set of skill sets. Even though you've invested 12 years of your life into this investment, the skill sets still say you still need to go out and do something. We accept that. We buy into it. We adopt it as gospel almost. We spend $100,000 to get skill sets to be a doctor, which by all means is a skill set worth pursuing. We also spend $50,000 to get business degrees, administration, and these basic ideas that come with experience more than they come with going to college for. But these are skill sets that we invest heavily in. You might know many people in your organization. You might be one of them that have invested in MBAs to add to the alphabet soup on the end of their LinkedIn profile. And the curious question is, how much did they pay for those skill sets? How much did they pay to invest in themselves to pursue something that is still pretty intangible, that for the most part, in my opinion, unless it's one of those highly specialized like a doctor or a welder or one of those specialized like electricians or something, most of those areas, you're doing it because it's a checkbox to get to the next level to earn more money. And we're willingly trade debt to get there without even thinking as a blind eye. It's acceptable to do these things. But here's the irony of that. Why do we avoid or even categorically say investing in the most important thing that I will ever do is something that seems, you know what, I can't do that. I can't tell you how many dads I talk to. It's a lot. Who can't even fathom that there is this skill set as a dad that they've never invested in. That they don't realize that maybe they didn't have a model growing up with a dad, and they don't realize how that gap in model is going to inhibit them from being a good dad themselves. They don't realize that until it's too late. Those too late moments are someone comes home and they're hungover when they're coming home from the police department, bringing them home. Your daughter comes home pregnant. Your son comes home and saying that he's got his girlfriend pregnant. These moments are part of life. But there's a skill set that could have avoided it. There's many skill sets in business that could be avoided a bankruptcy. But that doesn't always mean that just because people have them, people go get those degrees, doesn't mean they automatically work. It's because we often don't invite perspective. We don't invite ideas that can shape who we are and where they could go. So I want to challenge you today. Why haven't you invested in the most important thing in your life? Your family. Your family isn't something you invest in by bringing home the bacon. Your family is something that you invest in by becoming a better you. You have a responsibility to your family, to your kids, to your wife, or partner, to be the best version of you that you've ever been. Every day, you have an obligation to be the best version of you. And if you're not bringing the best version of you, why aren't you investing to improve that? Why do you spend all this time investing in these areas to get more money? Meanwhile, you borrow from time, relationships, and things at home just continue to degrade, but you're still not willing to invest. Why? There is a scene often coming from a movie that is highly popularized, and it's from Liam Neeson, where he's playing Brian Mills in the movie Taken. And he talks about these skills, a very particular set of skills that I've acquired over a very long time. Skills that may make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. Now is your chance. And he takes those particular set of skills and he crushes it and gets his daughter back because they don't believe him. But that quote is rolling around on Instagram right now and is applied to a lot of different trade skills. And I just did an Instagram reel about being a dad I do have a particular set of skills. You want to put my skill sets up to yours any day of the week. Now, mine aren't perfect, but I'll tell you, I'll go toe to toe with situations because those skill sets I have invested over 7 years of my life, not just raising kids in the pursuit and the experience of raising kids, surrounding myself with better men, better ideas, people that are ahead of me. That skill set has been honed, not just in the laboratory and furnace of my own home. It's been honed and learned by watching other men walk through their life. But yet, how many men don't do that? How many men aren't willing to take that leap to go do that, to go be that, and to enter into that world where it just works and you don't have to fight it. And you don't have to worry about things falling apart and not having a relationship with your wife and not having sex that you want and all these different things that fall down to the wayside. We think they should just show up because we've done what we're supposed to do, what society tells us to do, which is go out and provide. But those results never match what we're told. There's a reason why the society's formula leads to a 50% divorce rate, because it doesn't work. But the question most men just accept is, well, 50% of people can't be wrong. It just must be part of the formula. I'm meant to have 3 wives and 10 kids. No. You are meant to be the best version of you. You are meant to acquire a set of skill sets to improve you every day to be the best version of you. You are not responsible for your kids, but you are responsible to them for being the best damn version that you can be. What skill sets have you acquired? What skill sets are you avoiding acquiring? And where are you going to go to get them? If you want to have a conversation with me, the door is always open. Head on over to bencloy.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a design your legacy, because your skill sets determine your kids' capability. And your legacy after you're gone will be how capable are they to reproduce success, build success, and discover who they are. I'm Ben Cloy. That does it for another episode. Stay tuned tomorrow. We have a special episode for episode 300. 300. Crazy to think we've come that far. Stay tuned. We'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks.